Hello, Tim from Fairplay Now on the 24th of November 2021. Today I thought I'd just reflect on some of the positive things about this whole situation that we've gone through in the last 20 months because, I think there are positives as well as the very serious and big negatives that we all know about, of course. But in any situation, there's two sides, two parts to the equation, and there's always a positive where there's a negative. And I thought I'd reflect maybe over the sort of a few videos going forward in the next few weeks, just reflect on some of the positives that have come out of this. But today, one of the positives that I've had is I've learned a lot. I really have learned a lot in so many different sort of ways and places, and it's probably been the sort of longest period of sustained learning that I've had since school, I suppose, if you can call what you learn at school learning, but that's another topic for another day. But I've learned so much stuff about so many different things, whether it's making videos, making websites. I've got a website up and running. I learned, I kind of knew how to do that before, but I've learned a lot more about that and got a reasonable website put up. So I've learned a lot of stuff. I've learned a lot of stuff about how the world works. And I did a video a few weeks ago about really how the whole world is owned and run by a tiny handful of companies and individuals. I never knew that before. So things like that I've learned. I've also, as well as you, I should imagine, I've learned a lot about other people. And there's so many people out there who just aren't what they're cracked up to be. Certainly are illustrious leaders. We found out how just so many of them are willing to become tyrannical at the drop of a hat, at the slightest excuse. We've seen all these leaders all around the world who have gone from supposedly democratic and freedom-loving politicians to utter despots. I'm not going to name any names. We all know who they are, don't we? And another thing I've learned is I thought that everybody sort of here in the real world again loved freedom and democracy. And what I didn't realise is how many people have been willing to throw away freedom and democracy for so-called safety. That has been a real shocker, and I've learned a lot about the human character. Hasn't been all negative. I've learned that there's a lot of fantastic, decent, supportive people out there as well, on all sides of the equation. And I've learned really that the vast majority of humanity are sort of in it for the right reasons. They're a force for good, which is why I know we're going to win this thing. Also, finally, I've learned a lot about myself. I'm a heck of a lot. And I suppose up until this began, I never really knew what I was here for in this life. It's weird. I can't really explain it. I always had a feeling that I was here to do something. I had some purpose, but I never knew what it was. I could never fathom it out, and until this started, and then it became clear to me that obviously I'm here to use various skills that I've got and acquired to, spread the truth, I'd call it. And that's what I'm trying to do with these videos, just spreading the truth and just doing my little bit to bring a bit of hope and truth into the world, and using the various little video skills that I've got. And I'm sort of by no means a pro, but I think my sort of quality of my videos are reasonable, and I can use those skills to reach a lot of people and bring a bit of truth and a bit of hope, and doing my little part in the sort of bigger scheme of things. So whereas up to 20 months ago, if I'd been on my deathbed, I'd have probably been sort of lying there sort of thinking, what was the point of my life? I didn't really achieve anything, did I? Whereas now I can lie on it and sort of think, and if we win this thing, I can sort of lay there and think, I did my part to make that happen, my very small part. I'm not saying that I'm sort of any kind of big cog in the thing, but I have done a small role in it, and I can sort of lay back and think, I did my bit. And if we lose, I can again lay there on my deathbed and sort of think, well, at least I tried. At least I did my little bit and tried. And I can have a little bit of a sense of satisfaction and kind of knowing that I had a purpose and that I rose up and came true to that purpose. So I've learned that about myself, and one of the biggest things I've learned about myself, and Mark Devlin in the video I recommended a couple of days ago, he touched on this as well. He was saying that he never really had a cause before, certainly not a cause he was willing to die for. And I can say that as well. And this is my cause, and this is something I'm willing to die for. I could never say that about anything else before, just like Mark Devlin couldn't. But this really is sort of falls into that category. Obviously, I hope it doesn't come to that. I would like quite a few more years, or even decades, 2 or 3 more decades to go. It would be nice. But this is certainly a cause I'd be willing to die for. And that's something thought I'd never hear myself saying just a couple of years ago. So, I'm positives out of this situation. I've learned what my purpose is, and I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a few skills, and I've learned a lot of stuff about other people, both good and bad. And not least, what I've learned is that if you kind of just put yourself out there, and speak from the heart, which I believe I do. I sort of speak from the heart with these videos. There's no kind of hidden agendas with me or anything like that. I'm just saying exactly how I feel and how I'm thinking right now. And if you put yourself out like that, it's amazing how many people kind of resonate with that and sort of come to you with really fantastic, supportive words. And the comments that you guys leave me are fantastic, and they really help me to keep going, and they are going to be one of the things that sees me through this. So I've learnt that. Thank you guys for all your kind comments and support. And thank you for kind of educating me about how supportive people can sort of be. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I've gone on long enough about what I've learned and the positives out of this situation. There are other positives I can think of, but I'll leave that for another day. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.